Who's coaching MCS? I know Faust was a Samyang Fire coach.
I'm not sure. Isn't the team name more coaches, more skill? I assume they would have plenty.
Yep. That is what their name is. That's really bad. I should. That wasn't one of the ones that Tai 2 was helping out with. That wasn't one of the ones I was involved with. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, unfortunately.
Dragon was one of the team coaches for Team Dragon. He's awesome. But we are not here to talk about other teams right now. We're going to watch this game again with fresh eyes. We got Y in the white Terran in the top left, and we got Minty in the teal Zerg in the bottom right. And it's going to be a little fast with a little action. Sorry, guys.
Yep. For those like 5 of you who are here for the initial introduction, I'm sorry. That was my bad. And thank you to Ashen Knight for catching that, so I caught what was going on.
This game's going on again because we didn't have the screen visible. So we're not doing radio fly by night.
I spent so much time working on the stream deck for this specific stream that I forgot to switch it from my nice, super pretty new screen that I'd made specifically for the matchup to, you know, the actual game. That was bad. So here we go. Why? Going for that wall off that I was surprised is actually a wall off, but is one of the, but definitely works.
And Minty going for a 9-pull speed. Honestly, a build I have not seen in this matchup in a very long time.
It doesn't happen that often, and it really doesn't happen where there's wall-off possibility. Which I think, is it, because they're all on this weird angle, I'm pretty sure every spawn is wallable on Gladiator.
I'm 100% not sure because this walling in Brood War is such an archaic science.
No, everyone that can actually... yeah. This corner is actually the one that I'm surprised is wallable. But it is. We've just had that demonstrated, so...
Right.
But yeah, you're right. Archaic is the right word. It's old and confusing and bad. So the scout coming in, last possible second, sees the Zerglings coming across the map, but he does already have a wall constructed, so he's doing pretty good.
Yeah. With all the proper reactions here, I think this is, like, that one Marine holding back is all you need. It's just, you gotta have SCPs ready to repair the bunker.
Yeah. And it's such an interesting, it's so funny how much Brood War relies on that, the whole, like, you must react in time, even if you're doing the correct strategy. The correct strategy relies on you reacting in time. It's one of the cool things about RTS, for sure.
Absolutely. I really like Minty's build. Like, it seems really planned out. Like, you got the gas just to get the speed and cut guys out of the gas so you can get the hatchery at the natural faster. Like, this seems really practiced and prepared.
On one hand, yeah, it does. I definitely agree with that. On the other hand, it's a 9-pool, so we can't give him, like, build order credit for 9-pool. I feel like that's not allowed.
Well, he knew the strength of his units. He kept making them after the initial 6, even though the wall was there, and tried to...
Right, well, he committed to it. That's a good point. That's a really good point. The fact that instead of backing up and trying to play this super disadvantaged macro game, he just went for it and pulled it off.
Yeah, like right here, I think Y just very disrespectful of all these lanes outside. He had SCVs at the like gas.
It had to have been a misclick or a mismove or some action failure there. That's a mechanical thing because he had the SCVs, right? He knows what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, maybe just didn't think Minty was going to hit right then. He had a little more time to like get another production round or something.
Guys, your buildings
He started
fly.
a bunker in his main.
Don't lose buildings to Zerglings, they fly. Truly unfortunate for Y, though. Just that one mechanical failure and you're just done.
Yeah, but other than just not actually repairing, he did bring the SCVs forward. Looked like he was pretty knowledgeable what to do.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see where that went from there, because I think Y is actually in a really bad spot because with the Marines popping out on the wrong side, if Minty went to a 2-hatch Muta, there's no way Y has the units.
Oh, he just builds barracks inside his base. He has 3 less Marines than he would normally, but it works fine.
Well, let's see what happens in the next game. I think if I just got 9 pooled going into the next map,
yeah, I'm interested to see what that turns into. That's unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Truly problematic. I love first streams because you discover all the things that have gone terribly wrong when you design the stream deck. I'm sorry, I'm flipping. What the heck? No, not like that. Like that. There we go. I'm sorry everyone had to see that. I've just flipped the score numbers like 3 or 4 times trying to get them to fit inside the boxes. Because zeros look the same whether or not they're upside down in OBS, because you can turn text upside down in OBS, because that's a feature everyone wanted.
Well, just as a reminder, that CPL isn't just for learning StarCraft, it's an opportunity for everyone to learn a little bit about.
Yeah, learning about casting. That's why I'm here, right? That's where the real money in StarCraft is. Alright, Sylphid, the best map ever made. Let's get right into it.
This is the best map ever made to you?
Sylphid is by far my favorite map in the history of StarCraft.
Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Bold claim. That's a bold claim.
Sylphid is fantastic.
I like the map, but I ain't gonna say it's the best one. Jeez.
What are you gonna put in its place? The ultra standard maps are fine, but
Outsider.
What? Outsider?
Love Outsider. Fun to play, fun to watch, and makes really interesting games. Definitely the best map.
Yeah, okay, but how often does it make really, truly interesting big macro games?
In Pro all the time, but we got to talk about these guys in here. Go ahead. We got Y in the red in the bottom right. We got Minty in the orange in the bottom left. Now, I'm actually curious if Minty's going to do the 9 pool again, because this isn't even a ramp map. Like, this is just open. You can wall, but if you wanted to be aggressive on a Gladiator, I don't
There's
see why
the 9 pool. Here. And you can't wall. Well, you can, but it's awkward as hell. He's going to do it anyway, which is the correct call, and I think we'll see a much more interesting game with a 1-base wall-off instead of a natural wall-off, which puts you on a lot more even footing with the 9-pooling player.
Now, does this wall-off actually end up developing? Because like when we looked at the wall on the other map,
I'm pretty sure
on the outside you got concave space, but here you're going into the concave.
Okay, well, so he built the barracks in not the correct space, so I don't know. I thought that stump at the bottom is a blocker, and you put the barracks on top of the stump and the supply depot on top of that. Here, chat, tell me if it's not a wall. Oh, he could have done it. Thank you, Nebline. Nebline, the actually good Terran coming to save the day. He could have made a full wall, but he put it in the wrong place. So he'll have to build the Marine, lift it, and then build the supply depot, so the supply depot won't be done in time.
And unfortunately, Minty gonna get the scout, seeing the wall, and really getting the full idea.
Oh no! I guess he'll have to put SCVs in the hole.
And Protoss does it with probes all the time. It's fine. You can use your workers a little.
The Marines don't do nearly so much damage as cannons. This SCV is gonna get a drone, which, considering he's on low econ already, is pretty bad.
Well, we do see the guys being pulled to the wall, getting ready to repair. Not going to let the same mistake happen twice. So, love the adaptation already. Being a little more respectful.
I mean, if you hold this, you're in real good shape. That's how this works. So, I think he can do it this time. People, for future reference, if you're 9-pooling, don't wait. It only gets worse the longer you delay.
Well, I mean, the bunker is complete and he sees it, so it's not like before. I don't know how he's going to actually... He doesn't get enough surface area to actually fight these. And he only broke it last time when he had, like... Oh, there's a little hole.
There's a hole, yeah, that's why I'm saying don't wait, is because he could have just right-clicked on an SCV and broken that. But,
I don't think so, though. I'm not sure. It's definitely...
yeah, the Marine popping out in the middle of it makes it all wonky because it messes up the AI. But, it's funny. This is a wall that, oh gosh, not good. Possibly.
You need the block with SCVs to keep the Marine alive.
He needs to just go for it, as opposed to darting in and killing a Marine and darting out. I mean, it's not bad to dart in and kill a Marine and dart out. This is actually working out brilliantly for him, but there's going to be a factory soon, and he's not got a second base, much less a sunken colony.
I mean, speedlings can get around a non-speed vulture, though.
This is true.
I mean, I do like the decision to get the factory.
Okay, there, he's realized he can break through.
Oh, we got a couple lings in there. This can get real bad.
4 lings in the main is speedlings too. Is a real situation for get the Marines. Oh, that was really good blocking from a tier 3.
Minty definitely a little too aggressive, going pretty far into the mineral line.
Right, yeah. You got to stay on the edges, get the Marines and all that. Oh no, this Marine. Oh, okay, he lived. Good job, Marine. You do you. Okay, so the rush is held. Terran's in, I would say, decent shape. Not great. A lot of lost mining time. But compared to Zerg, he's doing good. Real good. 3 hatch and 2 creep colonies on the way.
Yeah, I'm just curious what the follow-up's going to be. He's got the 1 barracks. He stopped Marine production, getting his machine shop, and another factory.
2 fac. Yeah. He gonna try and kill him. It's not gonna work, but it's very impressive that that's his immediate reaction. He'll have to go into tanks, I guess?
I'm just really... Oh, losing that Overlord is going to slow everything down. Can't be affording to remake things with this slow drones, especially since you just made a bunch of Sunkens.
Yeah, that was more Sunkens than he needed. He could have done his hatch for a wall and 1 Sunken, and that would have been okay.
Like, I want to see from why right now slam a CC with the next 400 minerals. There's no way Minty can attack.
I mean, vulture drops are good, but in a lot of situations, I feel like getting more ahead is a lot better than this sort of pressure-based play. Although, I guess if you get a hard contain on Zerg with Terran units, because you can... No, you can't. You can't build on any of this. Never mind. I missed the little blockers.
I think the plan isn't so much for vulture drop as it is just to maybe just get a Wraith. Because there's no anti-air. There's not going to be anti-air for
Oh! That would be really cool and also win him the game. Yeah. That would be really interesting. I wonder... Because that's not the build he's doing. You wouldn't have gotten the second factory if you were rushing up to Wraith to just instantly win the game. But he's also not got a control tower, so... And he built a command center.
He's not building anything. That's hard for it. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's
decided to transition to... Oh my goodness, if he gets this Overlord. I don't...
Oh, no.
I don't think that was worth 5 Marines. I'm not entirely sure, considering how low Econ Zerg is. Punishing that is good, but, like, I don't think that was worth it. Yeah, he's getting a control tower. It'll be drop.
So, I'm actually really curious on Minty's side, because Russian Queen...
And the +1 armor, so it'll be Ultralisks on 2 base.
He doesn't have the money for that. What? There's no way. Like, I mean, maybe that's the plan, but there's no way. There's no money.
You're correct. Yes. I don't know because there's also no turrets, and it's 750. So like, why are there drones leaving the base? Oh, never mind. He was just killing a Sunken for some. Oh my
just
goodness.
so you can actually.
So we can add more Sunkens. What?
It's hard for me to imagine why Minty isn't going for just a Spire play right now, because you saw your opponent go into Vultures, he had Factories. If he's taking any kind of expansion, like the one thing that's out of the way would be an eBay for turns. So that can give you some kind of benefit. And if there's like a million Vultures, you want Mutas, right?
So I don't know what's going on. He went 2 Factory Starport before Command Center, and now he's building more barracks and getting a Science Festival.
I don't. There's a lot of leaps, but we do have that Vulture drop in the main. We'll have to see how much we get done. We're actually dropping 6 Vultures.
This should be the end of the game.
But if he just pulls the drones into the natural, there's so many Sunkens you can't harass it.
No, but then it's a 1-base Zerg versus a 2-base Terran. And the hive is in the other base.
Yeah, this is a brutal situation for the Zerg to be dealing with.
Huh?
And he's just tapping out of that one. I mean, the game is basically over, so I don't mind the GG there. But
yeah, that was
a lot of weird decisions from both players.
Yeah. 2 Factory Starport before. Huh. I guess it works.
Yeah,
I guess it works.
I mean, it did.
That's why we love Tier 3, right?
Tier 3 is the most entertaining games, for sure. Alright, so we're going into our Game 3 on Fighting Spirit now. And both players have done some wild stuff in both games. I'm really curious to see how this one...
Yeah, me too. Let's get into it.
I'm guessing another 9-pool.
Okay, so
I think
right,
just
we have Minty, the brown Zerg, and in the bottom left, Shaved Ape, or Y, the orange Terran. So 9-pool, you were saying?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 9-pool. I think Minty's practiced 9-pool for this the whole time, and really just like, this is the build, and I'm just doing it.
Right, but it gets continuously less strong. What I would do in this situation is 12 hatch. And maybe even 3 hatch before pool.
That's possible.
Because,
actually, if you're looking at Minty, 9-pool not quite as accurate as I would like.
Oh dear. He really wanted to win the finals. He really wanted to win the finals. I see. I don't think the wall finishes in time for this. I don't actually remember, but I do know that SCVs have enough HP that you can literally just kill the Zerglings by microing. Because there's only 6 Zerglings.
Yeah, I'm genuinely concerned because we saw in the last game, Minty got a couple speedlings into the main, but then went too far into the middle line. Didn't seem like they have that finesse of being able to pick things off with patience.
Right.
So
and it is cross spawns, which is the worst spawn for this map.
Yeah, I'm curious when he's going to send out the drone scout and find it, or if he's just going to guess. Because he still hasn't done the drone.
Yeah, that is a really good point. That's a really good point. That could decide this game.
Oh, not like this. But I mean, maybe in the files, if you're scared of the opponent, it's like, nah, I gotta pull out tricks. Just take the guess.
I mean, it looks like the supply depot will be finished, and there'll be a marine out by the time they get there. I don't actually know the timings on this.
Yeah, but all right. So Lang's going through. They see an SCV scout, so he should know it's at least not the bottom left. So
well, no, he should know it's she should know it's cross spawns because of the scout timing, but it's tier 3, so of course not. So he'll have to turn around right here and go down, but the marine will be out by then. And so I believe this game is over.
Well, we do have 10 Langs. The and we got the wall being built. I think it's going to be an uphill battle unless they can break the wall without being repaired. But you see why. Very ready to repair.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up again. He does have to get his SCVs blocking, and he will lose some, but... Oh, no, oh, wait, no, there's a spot you can attack with the Zergling. Well, I guess he'll out-repair it eventually. But that was too many Zerglings to lose initially. He gets an SCV. There's 4 more Lings arriving. Yep, that's it.
Well, I admire someone willing to put cheese on the line for that elimination game. It just didn't pan out here. I'm not sure if Pupil's quite the build choice for Fighting Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked Econ Cheese, just because then we would have gotten cast a full-on game. So that is a victory for our friends at MCMS. And my numbers are upside down for them, too.